Now, Damo, let's get the coaching tapes. We need the full legal version of where we're at with this.
Set this up because there may be some that aren't aware of what's going on.
Spud was the coach of Richmond for 5 years, and we were unaware until recently that there was taped evidence of his work in the box. Damo was handed it at one stage. So we played a couple of them. Ooh. Highly entertaining.
Oh, we loved it.
We loved it.
He's a cheat. He gets the stretcher out when the other side's got a run on.
Spud sort of wasn't as fond of them. Anyway, at one stage, he then went to the highest legal office in the country to have them banned, Damo.
He did, and we sort of got a little bit scared at that stage of the proceedings, but we're going to just take on the injunction today, JB. We've got two separate packages of these coaching tapes, and whatever you've heard to this point, it's nothing compared with what you will hear over the course of this afternoon.
Now, if they're played...
you know I'm always with you.
Well, I know that. I will grab you by the legs and swing you around like a hammer throw. You'll end up in the middle of this crowd if they're played. I'll guarantee you that.
It's the price I'm prepared to pay today because the people need to hear it.
How serious are we going to fight this, Spud? I mean, I know you're not happy about it.
I'm not happy about it at all.
Brad Ottens gets a good spray in one of them.
My brand is very important to me, Sam.
My brand.
Very important.
What sort of brand do you reckon he swings with, Spud?
I'm with you, Spud. I'm not sure that things that are said in the confidence of your own coaching box should be aired publicly, but I've made sure that they are going to be aired publicly.
I wondered why he was here. Is that why you've come today?
The only reason I've come is to see you swing the purple-headed, blue-veined hooligan, or whatever you call him, over the top of the crowd.
How far do you reckon I can throw him?
Well, if you go with the wind, I reckon that'll get into his jowls. You'll get him downwind about 100 metres, I reckon.
We look forward to
so that's coming up.
Yep.
The parody on Thursday Night Footy Show was an outstanding show, but the thing that caught my eye was the start, the Good Guys clip. And later on, I'm going to announce the three head wobblers for the year, the Golden Trumpet Award. Sam, it's for the media person, journal that's probably got ahead of himself.
Who's won that in the past?
Well, JB was the inaugural winner, Hall of Fame. You were
place getter.
Place getter. Damo won last year.
Mark Robinson's won?
No, he hasn't.
He's never won one.
No, he hasn't won one. So Craig Hutchison.
Oh yeah.
Now the Good Guys parody, the Warrior was sort of not even a place getter, but you're getting a lot of tweets at the moment to say you should be in there because your performance in the Good Guys parody was absolutely outstanding for a journalist. I would like to ask you, what do your colleagues think of you, Caroline Wilson and Mark Robertson doing these type of setups?
I couldn't care less what they think of Garry.
Okay.
Look at the swagger.
Where are you at the moment? Then? Are you a journalist or
I just do as I'm asked to do by the people in the powers that be at Channel 9.
So, Club 23 and the Precinct, you've gone above those guys, haven't you?
I tell you, this week's a pretty solid campaign on the social sort of side of it, and the votes are coming out later on who's dominated that, and I tell you, the purple-headed warrior,
well, I've got a lot
he is there when the whips are cracking every single time. I know you're doing work and networking, but you don't have to network at 6:30.
I've got a lot of photos with Warrior with players as well, early morning. So is that the way, the number one man should be performing Grand Final?
That's where you get the good stories. Daddy.
Is that right?
Yep.
Well, it's my understanding that Purple, after the Grand Final Footy Show, to use one of the Fossils' oft-used phrases, he wasn't long in.
No.
And then drifted into another media outlet to do an interview with one of the game's all-time greats, Lee Matthews, where, how'd it go, Purple?
I don't remember it. No, it was good. It was fine. He knew what was going on.
Oh, did he?
It was all good.
But have you got ahead of yourself? A little bit?
Yep.
Don't ever accuse our network of being self-indulgent. We've done an opening segment, not spoken one bit about the Grand Final.
That's a long way off. We'll get to the game eventually.